I stay doing my thing. I stay doing my thing.
I don't care what y'all do, who y'all screw.
I stay doing my thing.
I don't care what y'all drive, how y'all fly.
I stay doing my thing.
Listen, I do what I do, and I do it like I'm doing it for TV.
Keep my name out your mouth. I'm doing my thing.
Yes.
Fuck these niggas talking about. I stay doing my thing. Don't make me pull them big boys out.
I think shit got real after.
What year was that?
Damn,
You was a baby, like
I had to be about 6, 7.
6,
Yeah,
7
we was in
years old.
kindergarten.
Yeah, about
First
6,
grade.
7.
So that was what, 95?
Was it 90?
96?
Yeah,
You were young when your pops died.
yeah. Shit got kind of rough for me.
So
What's going on here?
That's my cousin. Yeah.
Yeah.
So growing up, you said your father passed when you was like 6 years old. Southside Jamaica. What part of Southside you was from? You was on?
Something in 119. My grandparents still reside over there. I went to 223 elementary school. Went to August Martin for high school. I stayed in the loopy.
What made you want to get into the music situation thing? Like I see you was doing the music and stuff like that.
The music for me, I just felt like I could do it. So I would just write. And it was a time when I really took it serious. You know, I had little fake managers and little shows in Brooklyn, and I took that shit real serious.
And what age was you when you was like at that point?
Damn. I would say maybe 15, 16.
15, 16.
15, 16, yeah.
Cause I see a lot of like female rappers like out
Yeah.
right now, like, and they like starting to come out more, like, you know what I'm saying? Like every other day I see another female artist, like, you know, doing her thing, shit like that. So
Yeah.
I just ask, like, how long have you been doing it? Cause you got a flow. Your flow is kind of ill. I've seen it, like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen it a couple times, but like, you know,
Yeah.
like your flow. What
Yeah.
you been? What made you like come with a style like that? Like,
As far as rapping?
yeah.
Um,
Like a hardcore, cause I see like you got like a hardcore / like soft style, like.
I mean, my environment, where I'm from, you know, what I saw, what I've been through, what I want, you know, what I kind of achieved in a sense.
Okay.
So, yeah, it definitely came out in my music, for sure.
I see you had like stopped because you said like you probably don't want to really like talk about it, but you said like domestic violence had like stopped you from doing a lot of what you wanted to do. Like,
Yeah,
you know
definitely.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, if you want, you could elaborate on it, and I'll ask you a couple of questions on it, like, because I know you went through a lot of bad situations. But,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can turn out and make them good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, once I got into that whole domestic violence, I kind of lost a lot of things that I wanted to do. I really kind of lost myself. I felt like my life just shifted, and I felt like I had to adjust to my new lifestyle, if that makes any sense.
Okay, so tell us, what was your first sign realizing that this was becoming a different type of relationship than one you was in? What kind of signs did
I
you see?
think the signs I saw was, you know, regular shit that females, you know, you date somebody, but you still have your own life going on, and you have your friends, you go to the movies, you just do whatever you want to do. It came to the point where I kind of had to ask permission in a sense. I had to make sure he was okay with me doing anything I wanted to do. And
Did you feel like that was like kind of like normal, or you just felt like that's just a part of the relationship?
in the beginning, I kind of made an excuse for it, where it's like, okay, he wants me to himself, okay. But then as time progressed, and I just noticed, like, you know what? This shit is not normal. Like, we all, as human beings, want space, time to ourselves. You know, it's nice to be in relationships and have the boyfriend, have the girlfriend, but we all need that time.
Yeah, everybody need their space.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that was kind of like a little red flag for me.
But you just didn't pay it no mind at the time.
Yeah, I tried to work around it. I tried to make an excuse for it. Where it's like, all right, he just wants me around him.
So that's what made you feel like, you know, like, you felt like he loved you that much that he didn't want nobody else around you. That's how you just felt at that time.
I felt like he loved me that much where he didn't want to share me. And
you felt like that was comfort to you.
In my brain, I made it seem like it was okay. It was all right. Yeah.
But deep down, y'all was like really like arguing and shit like that. Or did it first start with arguing, or was it?
So how I met him, he was actually a friend, a family friend, and I guess he took an interest, you know, when it came to me, but I didn't feel the same way. But he was so persistent. He kept coming around, doing nice gestures, and it was like, at the time I had my son, who was like maybe 4, and my life kind of changed. It kind of shifted. So I felt I made an excuse for someone, quote unquote, being genuine. Someone kind of showing me love. Because with him being so persistent, it wasn't an attraction like that. But then it became like an attraction where it's like, okay, he's showing that he's a good person. He's showing that, you know, he cares, or, you know, he's interested. So I think that's how I kind of got into that relationship.
What would you tell females right now about being in a domestic violence relationship?
Honestly, I would say you have to recognize the signs. And if a man puts his hands on you, that's just like one of the main signs to just run out. Don't make an excuse for it like I did. See, me, I made an excuse for it where it's like, oh, he didn't mean to do that. All right. It was an accident, you know, or he has little issues I can help him out with.
Were there ever times where, like, you felt like he was provoking you or you were provoking him to do things in the relationship? Like, will y'all provoke each other to hurt each other or get mad at each other or anything like that?
I mean, in relationships, you argue, you disagree. You know, you have your moments where you will provoke each other. But I felt like my abuser came with a motive. And his motive was to remove everybody close to me.
Because we're not just going to just sit and just put it all on, you know what I'm saying?
On him, you're saying?
On him. You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
I don't want to
Yeah.
just basically base it on that. Not saying that, you know what I'm saying, to offend you or anything like that.
No,
you know what I'm saying? But as far as that, do you feel like you ever provoked him to ever be the way that he was towards you? Like for him to put his hands on you?
Honestly, absolutely not. The only thing that came from my direction to his was, yo, I got a new job. What you doing? You know, hey, I'm trying to elevate and move on. What do you got going on?
Did you ever like notice like the relationships he had before you or anything like that was like?
Well, when we were dating, he has a son, just like I have a son. Both we have sons. So I got a chance to reach out to his son's mom, and I kind of, you know, was told certain things, and it was the same pattern, but not as hard as he was with me.
Okay.
So his mom, his kid's mom, they never understood why he went so hard when it came to me. Because he never went as far as he did with the other relationships.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long were you in a relationship? And if you don't mind sharing different things you've gone through, like.
I was in a relationship with him for like about, I would say like 6 years. And I felt like within that time, it's different stages I went through. You know, in the beginning, it was just like, all right, making excuses for him. Then
For the first 2 years, you just making excuses. Was you being physically abused within the first 2 years?
I would say the second year, it was definitely going down. But I felt like I could fix him. I could fix it. Because I came from a rough background. Whatever he had going on, obviously something happened with him where it's like, I could kind of mold him into being a better person because I saw the potential.
Did you not think for one time to yourself, like, yo, this is not supposed to be like this. I really need to leave this shit alone?
I got to that point, yeah. I got to that point.
And it's within the second year?
No.
Okay. So after what, like, within 6 years, what it took, like 3 to 4 years for you to really, like...
I think about the third, fourth year, it was like, okay, you gotta
go.
figure shit out. You gotta make an escape out of this situation. Because either he's gonna kill you, or you're gonna kill him.
So the third and fourth year, y'all was in killing mode. Like,
Definitely.
Wow.
Definitely.
And y'all wanted to hurt each other. And
Definitely.
Like, so why you just didn't leave? Like,
see, before I got out of this domestic violence situation, I kind of educated myself on, because I was just so curious to know where his brain was. Like, what is he thinking? What the hell is going on in his mind? So I kind of found out about a narcissist. And with narcissist people, they're very controlling. They sit, they pray, you know, they take action. And I had to kind of educate myself on it, seeing that I was in that situation, and make my escape. Yeah.
And it was a hard escape, you're saying?
It was very hard because with those type of people, like remind you, they prey on the weak. And I don't want to say that I'm a weak, but for an example, my father's not alive. You know what I'm saying? I don't have an older brother or cousins and shit.
You don't have siblings that he can see that it's physically like men, so he feel like he's the only man. And
right, so I have a sibling, I have an older sister. However,
still a female though.
Right. But he kind of, I feel like before he even had the courage to talk to me, he kind of knew my whole shit. Where it's like, all right, she has no father, she has no XYZ, her son's father's on the picture. So if I fuck this girl up, nobody's going to run down on me. Boom, she has a sister. And her sister is tough. Her sister's husband gives it up wild crazy. So what the fuck am I going to do far as that? Because that's the only thing I feel like I have to worry about. But what he did was remove the people who are very close to me the most away. For example, when he would put his hands on me, he would always like punch me in my face. He'll go straight to my face. So me going around my sister and having my niece, it was to the point where I forgot I had black eyes because I have to go to work. I'm a mother. You know what I'm saying? I was doing so much shit. I had to pop up here, pop up there. And one day my sister, you know, I will never forget it. I came to get my son because she had my son and had a black eye. And she just was like, that's it, I'm not fucking with you. And I'm like, why? What the fuck is going on? And then my niece is like, auntie. And I'm like, fuck. I got a whole black eye and I'm not even realizing my shit is fucked up.
To the young girls, to the youth, tell the youth, it's very important that if you are in a situation where you're going back and forth and you're going through a domestic violence situation, tell them to leave it alone. Like, please. Could you please tell her you that?
I would definitely say the first sign, you need to go.
Okay.
Like, left. Don't give it any excuses to just try to say, you know, I love him. Oh, he did it by accident. No. Because you would hate to lose your life and have another human being be on earth to say, yo, I'm in jail because I killed my ex-girlfriend. You would hate to have someone have that over you where you're dead and maybe the nigga didn't mean to kill you and maybe it didn't mean to end up that way. But any wrong move, you out of here. And it's no coming back from that shit.
Because there's a lot of cases out here like that. And
it's no coming back from that shit. Like, I have a son. I love my son to death. My son means the world to me, and I felt like I had my son's face constantly popping up in my head where it's like, all right, boom. I have to plan and strategize to get out of this shit. A lot of people know, like, I have a short haircut. I didn't cut my hair because I wanted a new style. I cut my hair because he couldn't grip my shit. You understand what I'm saying? I cut my hair so if I'm trying to get away, he's not pulling my ponytail and snatching me. I got so fit because this man will come to my job. And if I chose not to speak or if I wanted to run in an Uber and I didn't want to be bothered, this nigga's taking shoes off my feet. He's taking my shoes off my feet. He's taking clothes off my back. I was so slim. I didn't know who the fuck I was. Like, I trained myself to say, you know what? I can't have no extensions. I can't carry tote bags. I have to have a thrower bag, and my laces have to be tied.
And you're not supposed to even be thinking to be trained like that.
I had to fucking be
mentality.
a whole, like, I was a track star. Like, I lost so much fucking weight. I didn't know who the fuck I was.
You was just always running.
You know how we have wallets. We have our purses as females, we have our wallets. I never carried a wallet. It was too much easy access for him to take, snatch. I had my ID, my money, so everything was in my boob. So I said, boom, eliminate certain shit. You have no hair, your shoes are tied, you have no bag you can take. Just make yourself, you know what I'm saying? When it's time to run, you gone. And I did that shit, and I got, not only did I lose so much fucking weight, I just lost myself. I didn't know who the fuck I was anymore.
You feel like you lost important people in your life also?
I felt like, I don't think people understand how serious the fucking domestic violence shit is. I felt like people feel like, and I don't want to even call my sister out, because I love my sister to death. But, yo, that shit is real, my nigga. I'm a person. I was cocky. I just was, you niggas couldn't tell me shit. I just was it. Period. So, if you got a person who was just so arrogant, and Michelle, that's that little bad bitch right there, to be coming like, yo, I'm fucked up, like, help me. And it's like, nah, that bitch like that shit. Nah, she like that shit. It's like, yo, I don't like it.
You don't like it, yeah.
I don't. Help me,
People will
please.
still sit there and
I need
think
y'all to
like,
help
yeah,
me, please.
Everybody thinking that you like it.
And I felt like everybody thought I liked that shit. So I had to go through that shit by myself.
Because it looks kind of crazy because you're still with the person. If you say you don't like something that's going on,
Right, let me give you an example behind that.
and you still with it,
Right.
It looks crazy on your behalf.
Let me give you
know what
an
I'm saying?
Right.
That's why people are
Granted.
looking at you like, oh, she's
Granted.
bugged the fuck out. She's still with him.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? He did
Right.
this, he did that.
Right.
Imagine what else he'll do.
Let me
know
give
what
you,
I'm saying?
let me answer that. Imagine you having a child, or 2 or 3. In my case, I had a child. I have to work. I gotta pay bills. I gotta take care of myself and take care of my son. So I'm going to work doing 8, 12-hour shifts. Fucking tired as fuck. Come home, I gotta do homework. Laundry perhaps, maybe. Cook, clean. put my son in the shower, put my son in bed. Knowing I got a nigga, if I don't want to be bothered, I'm tired. Listen, tonight I don't want to have company. You know, I love you, you love me, cool. But tonight I just wanna. I didn't have that option. So if I said no, that nigga's kicking, knocking. The nigga's kicking down my door. So that's 3 jobs already. Sometimes I don't got no fucking uncle, nobody pulling up like, nigga, try it. You get tired. So it's like, you know what? I'm not going to work with a black guy today, nigga. Fuck it. All right. Whatever, you got it.
And
Tomorrow.
You don't want to be the person that called the police on them and shit like that.
Tomorrow, I'll be tough. Well, I'll go to work. I'll be a mother. I'll do this, I'll do that. And I'll fight you. But today, nigga, I'm not doing it. I'm tired. Because I don't got nobody to say, nigga, try it. No. Because he knows there's nobody that's going to fucking help me. So it's not about, I hate that people say that shit where it's like, because I ain't going to hold you. I was that same person. Like, this bitch like that shit.
I was the same person too.
Niggas like that.
Fighting, going back and forth. And then it's like, I like it. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Niggas is judging because nobody's in that shit where it's like, but when I'm a female, nigga, I can't beat no man. I will fight you till I'm fucking blue in the face. Physically, I cannot beat you. I get tired. I got a son in the other room. Nigga, nah, you got it today. Let niggas, oh, yes, you like it. No, nigga, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Shouts out to your son, too. Like, you don't let him see none of that. He never really saw.
He saw. He definitely saw. You know what I'm saying? Because my apartment was not so big. If niggas kicking at my door because I'm not answering my door, I done slept in my apartment with my fucking couch in front of the door plenty of times. Knowing he's coming. But I'm tired. I don't want to be bothered. That's what the fuck I've gone through. To the point where I'm training myself to say, you know what? Enough is enough. Fuck this. This nigga gotta go, my nigga. And if you gotta do it on your own, do that shit, my nigga. I was tiny. Do you understand what I'm saying? I was fucking tiny.
That's a lot of weight.
Look how small I was. I was fucking tiny. I trained myself to be the person to fucking get away from this shit. For real. Like, this is when I cut my hair off. Look how fucking small I was. I was never this tiny, nigga. I was tiny. I was losing my fucking mind. With a son. Dealing with my son. He has a father who didn't want to be there.
For the grace of God, we're glad you're back, Shellz.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. But
keep doing your motherfucking thing, too.
the shit I went through, if I can talk to any family, please, do not turn your back on your family. Niggas could kill them. And then you can never talk to them again. I've been beaten. I've been burnt with cigarettes. I done been through so much shit.
Today, as a woman you are, what's the best advice that you could give to the youth and the ladies out there?
To be honest, listen, the best advice I can give, go to school, meet your little high school sweetheart in school, go to college with them, get married, then have children, and build your fucking foundation. Let's try to stop. Now, I'm all for independent. Yeah, we're independent. But it's nice to have a black man in the household. So when you have them children, two parents in the household with these children, we can be independent all motherfucking day. Because we don't got a choice. But it's better to have our children know value. That's what I want for my son. I want and you can't kill me. Nigga couldn't kill me because I have to be here to make sure I see my son go to high school, go to college. You know what I'm saying? Go through certain shit. Meet his wife. Get married. I have to be here to see that shit. And I'm never going to give nobody the privilege to say, yeah, nigga, I'm sitting here because I had to off my girlfriend because I was just emotionally fucked up. because she wouldn't answer the fucking phone. So I pushed the bitch, and she fell and broke her neck, and she's gone. It wasn't gonna happen.
So when you made your exit plan, when was the point where you was like, yo, you know what? I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm getting rid of the situation, and this is over with now. Fuck that.
I had them points so many times, but I remember, and I'm gonna be very personal. Very personal. I remember I had my spot.
I appreciate you for this though also, Shellz, you know.
I had my spot, and I got put out my spot. So my son and I had to reside in the shelter for some time. And how I am, I just love my son to death. So I stacked every fucking dollar. And his birthday was coming up. And my son, so badly, I felt wanted to say to me, where we at, Mario? What are we doing? But he wouldn't because he cared about my feelings so fucking much. And his 8th birthday came up. And I said, you know what? I'm going to blow a bag on my son. Fuck this. I threw him this extravagant party. Without hair, whatever the fuck I had to pay for, I paid for it. And I remember I was at work. And I had to put some money on his balloons to be delivered. Now, my abuser used to be posted outside of my job in the bushes. So I said, fuck. I gotta get to the shop. So I had a friend who I wanted to host a party. So I'm like, yo, pick me up from work. Let's just head straight to the fucking shop. She's like, all right, Michelle, no problem. I'm like, yo, nigga, you gotta make sure you in front of my job. I'm running out. I'm giving him all kind of little fucking plays. And he's like, okay, what the fuck? 4 o'clock came, punched out, ran out, got in the car. My ex-boyfriend was running to the fucking car. Now I had a short haircut like I told you guys. At that time I wanted to have hair. I wanted to have hair. I just got my hair done. I got a sew-in. Nigga ran up to the car, ripped my jewelry, my shirt, snatched that shit off me like it was nothing. Took my hair, snatched the shit off. I'm telling my friend, yo, pull up, pull up, pull up. He's so much in fucking shock. He like, what the fuck to do? And I'm like, nigga, pull off. He finally pulls off. I'm like, nigga, don't stop at no red lights. Keep going, keep going. He's like, yo, Shell, I can't. I'm like, yo, keep going. Nigga pulls up. Same shit. Fucks me up. I'm like, yo, go to the precinct. This nigga like, I don't fuck with... I said, nigga, go to the Nigga, you could drop me into the corner. I had no clothes. My hair was gone. And I said, that's it. He gonna have to fucking kill me. Because it's over. It's done. So that was my breaking point. Remind you, in the precinct, doing reports. I got fucking reports for days in my bag I can show you. Stop.
Where you gotta go?
Still a niggas on the run, because you know...